Pleasant morning to my dear lovable students. I hope you all are fine. Welcome to Max class. So in this conversation, we are going to discuss about new topic, chapter number 3. What is the name of chapter number 3? Theory of equation. First of all, I would like to move on basic concept one by one. Okay. The first concept, name Vieta's formula for quadratic equation, degree of true. So the degree of true means the leading coefficient x square. What is the basic formula? So a x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So let be the roots of the equation. Let alpha comma beta be the roots of the equation. Roots of the equation means first we have to identify what is the name of sum of the roots, what is the formula for product of the roots. So sum of the root means sum of the roots, that is called SR, sum of the roots, coefficient minus coefficient of x. So coefficient of x, what in a variable is the minus b divided by leading coefficient that is called a. Product of the roots means, so product of the roots means constant divided by leading coefficient, that means c by a. Okay, sum of the roots means minus b by a, product of the roots means c by a. In this conversation, how we are getting sum of the roots and product of the roots? After getting the sum of the roots and product of the roots means, if you need to apply so many problems, you have to utilize one of the main important formula. What is the formula? X square minus sum of root x plus the product of roots is equal to 0. Okay, this one also I will prove. Okay, I will show how to getting the value from leading coefficient ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 from that time. So alpha and beta be the roots means definitely we can say x is equal to alpha 1 root, then x is equal to beta 1 root. So x is equal to alpha 1 root means how to write the factor? Alpha bring out opposite side, that is called x minus alpha, that is one of the factor. Then another one factor also x minus beta, this is also another one factor. Therefore the factors are x minus alpha into x minus beta. This is definitely will be equal to, what is the basic form? Ax square plus bx plus c. Ax square plus bx plus c. If you remove the bracket means x into x square. Already we know the leading coefficient of the value actually a. If you take the common of a outside means inside what will happen? X into x square, then minus b into x, minus beta into x minus beta x, then minus alpha into x minus alpha x, again minus into minus plus alpha beta. Again next condition, a outside as it is, so x square minus x take common outside means inside alpha plus beta, then product of the roots, that is called alpha and beta. Now so we can say this alpha plus beta means what is the meaning? Sum of the roots. Then alpha beta, what is the name? Product of the roots. This term will be equal to, what is the name actually? So ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, isn't it? So now equate, first we have to remove the bracket means a into x square, again minus ax alpha plus beta, last term plus a alpha beta, this term it will be equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Now equating means the first term will be neglected because the left hand side also ax square, right hand side also ax square, but next term equating x of the coefficient means their positive b is equal to their negative a into alpha plus beta. Therefore alpha plus beta is equal to negative b by a. See, alpha plus beta is equal to, that is sum of the roots, isn't it? From this alpha and beta be the roots means how to write the roots actually? Sum of the roots means alpha plus beta, then product of the roots means alpha and beta. So sum of the roots, what is the formula? Minus b by a. Then product of the roots equating constant, there is only c only is there. Therefore c is equal to a alpha and beta. Therefore alpha and beta is equal to c by a. See, product of the roots means c by a. So I proved. Okay. Moving to the continuation of given what is the name ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So I consider the first equation. First yeah, this one. This equation instead of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 means what will happen? So a then bracket of x square minus x into alpha plus beta plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Therefore, a constant outside a 0 divided by anything means value will be 0. So, next one x square minus x into alpha plus beta plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Now, we can say no. What it is actually the basic main formula x square minus sum of root into x. This is what is the name sum of the roots. This is what is the name product of the roots. So instead of alpha plus beta we can write it sum of the roots as well as alpha beta, that is called the product of the roots. Therefore final answer x square minus sum of root into x plus alpha beta means product of roots is equal to 0. So we have proved. This is our basic condition for degree of true. Okay. So I am moving to some example with this degree of true. Okay, listen one by one. The first example, let the roots let the roots 5 and 8. 5 and 8 means sum of the roots what will happen? Sum of the roots means 5 plus 8 is equal to 13. Then product of the roots 5 into 8, isn't it? So 5 into 8 means 40. Therefore, how to write the equation? X square minus sum of the roots value will be 13. 13x plus 40 is equal to 0. This is first example. Then second one, let the roots alpha plus 5 one root, another one root beta plus 5. First sum of the roots what will happen? Sum of the roots means alpha plus 5 then beta plus 5. Again alpha plus beta plus 5 is equal to 10. This is sum of the term. Then product of the roots means alpha plus 5 into beta plus 5. Multiply now alpha into beta, alpha beta, again 5 alpha plus 5 beta, constant 5 into 5 is equal to 25. Therefore, the product of the roots alpha beta, again 5 take common outside means alpha plus beta then 25. This is the basic form. Okay, sum of the roots and product of the roots. Okay, now another one example number 3, let the roots okay, alpha square and beta square. First sum of the roots what will happen? Sum of the roots means alpha square plus beta square. So alpha square alpha plus beta and alpha beta, then only we can apply sum of the roots and product of the roots. So what we have to do? Alpha square and beta square is there. So alpha square and beta square means definitely this is what is the meaning? Alpha plus beta the whole square minus true alpha beta. How? So already we know a plus b the whole square formula, that is alpha plus beta the whole square is equal to alpha square plus beta square plus true alpha beta. So true alpha beta means plus true alpha beta minus true alpha beta cancel means see, instead of alpha square plus beta square is equal to alpha plus beta the whole square. That's why I have written for alpha square plus beta square is equal to alpha plus beta the whole square minus true alpha beta. This is one condition. The next one, this is sum of the roots, isn't it? Then product of the roots means very simple now. So product of the roots is equal to only alpha square and beta square means alpha beta the whole square. That's all. Okay, this is also one example. Moving to example number 4. So example number 4, look at there. So 1 by let the roots the roots 1 by alpha comma 1 by beta. So sum of the roots means what will happen? 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. Therefore, first common denominator alpha and beta means, so common cross multiply, now 1 into beta is equal to beta, then plus 1 into alpha is equal to alpha. Therefore, this is called alpha plus beta divided by alpha beta. This is also one condition. Then product of the roots, what will happen? So product of the roots means 1 by alpha into 1 by beta is equal to 1 by alpha beta. This is example for 4. Okay, the next example, fifth one also, 1 by alpha is over. Yeah, 1 by alpha square and 1 by beta square means what will happen? So let the roots 1 by alpha square comma 1 by beta square. So what will happen? 1 by alpha square comma 1 by beta square means select the roots. So first sum of the roots. So sum of the roots means 1 by alpha square plus 1 by beta square is equal to, so common denominator alpha square and beta square means cross multiply. So cross multiply 1 into beta square means beta square. Again 1 into alpha square means alpha square. Now next step. So next step, alpha square beta square. So this is actually only alpha square and beta square. Already we know basic example 3 I have considered, instead of alpha square plus beta square means what is the value? Alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Therefore, alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta divided by alpha square and beta square. So instead of alpha square beta square, we can write it alpha beta the whole square, because if you remove the bracket means we will get it the same answer. So now we can apply, instead of alpha plus beta we can apply sum of the roots given value, as well as the product of the roots we can apply instead of alpha beta. This is also one example. Then another one example, cube. Okay, there is alpha square is there. Now I am moving to the cube. So let the roots alpha cube and beta cube. So alpha cube comma beta cube means sum of the roots what will happen? Alpha cube plus beta cube, isn't it? So alpha plus a cube plus b cube means formula alpha plus beta into alpha square minus alpha beta plus beta square. So again alpha plus beta as it is, but next term first you can write it alpha square plus beta square minus alpha beta. Already we have done example 4 and 5. Instead of alpha square plus beta square, what did you write? Alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta. So with the same value we can write it instead of alpha square plus beta square. Therefore alpha plus beta, then alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Already another one minus alpha beta is there. Therefore the final term alpha plus beta into alpha plus beta the whole square minus 3 alpha beta. This is sum of the roots. Now we can apply sum of the roots and product of the roots value. So the last one, this concept 1 by alpha beta, 1 by alpha cube, then 1 by beta cube means the product of the roots what will happen? 1 by alpha cube into 1 by beta cube is equal to, we can write now 1 by alpha beta the whole cube. Okay, this is the concept number 1 for degree 2. Vitas formula. Okay, so please listen my dear students, the important concept. If you know the concept, you can attend whatever the concept oriented question. Okay, I will continue the next concept. Next concept means degree of 3. Okay, moving to another one basic concept, Vitas formula for quadratic equation degree 3. Okay, degree 3 means what is the basic term? Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. So ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to 0. So let the roots alpha, beta and gamma. Let the roots alpha, beta, gamma means the roots of the equation. How to write actually? X is equal to alpha, one root, then another one root x is equal to beta, then third root x is equal to gamma. So how to rewrite for the factor? x minus alpha one factor, then x minus beta another one factor, last one x minus gamma. So last one x minus gamma. So what will happen? X minus alpha and x minus beta. This is whole term considered for ax cube plus bx square, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to x minus alpha, x minus beta, then x minus gamma. So outside we are considering for the common leading coefficient. Always one condition is there, leading coefficient always a not equal to 0. So I think I forgot in first concept, so you should be remember it. Leading coefficient number, letter, whatever the letter. If you take example x to the power 7 leading coefficient, the name k is there means k not equal to 0. Here a is there, that's why I have written for a not equal to 0. Okay. So this is x into x, x square. Again x into x, x square into x means x cube. So already we know x cube coefficient value for a. Okay. That's why outside I have taken for the common a, means inside first we have to simplify first two term, x into x, x square, again minus beta x minus alpha x, next condition plus alpha beta, another one third term x minus gamma, again each and every time multiply into x. So into x means x square into x means x cube, then already x is there, so minus beta x square, next condition minus alpha x square, the last one plus alpha beta x plus alpha beta x, isn't it? Not gamma, alpha beta x. Now again each and every term multiply minus gamma means minus x square gamma, then minus into minus plus beta gamma x, next condition minus into minus plus alpha gamma x, next condition plus into minus alpha beta gamma. Okay. Now just you have to grouping like and another term. What will happen? Inside x cube as it is, then square of the term. So minus x square take common outside means x square beta is there, alpha is there, then x square term, yeah, gamma also is there. So minus x square take common outside means alpha plus beta plus gamma, second one. Then another one, this is sum of the roots taken one at a time as well as taken sum of product of the roots taken two at a time, means see again plus x take common outside means alpha beta is there, again here beta gamma is there, last one gamma and alpha is there. Okay, gamma and alpha, this is sum of product of the roots taken two at a time, the constant minus alpha beta gamma. So now each and every term into a means what will happen? Into a means ax cube, then minus ax square, alpha plus beta plus gamma, next condition plus ax into alpha beta plus beta gamma, then gamma alpha, last condition minus a alpha beta gamma. So now this is actually ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Now equating each and every time, x cube equating means a, so we can neglect it. Another one x square means b is equal to opposite side minus a into alpha plus beta plus gamma. Therefore we can say sum of the roots taken one at a time, alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a, first condition. Okay. Next one, grouping x. So x means what will happen? C is equal to there a of alpha beta, then beta gamma, then gamma alpha. Therefore sum of product of the roots taken true at a time, value alpha beta, then beta gamma, then gamma alpha is equal to c by a. This is second term. Third one, constant d, isn't it? Therefore d is equal to minus a alpha beta gamma. Therefore alpha beta gamma is equal to minus d by a. This is constant term, okay. Therefore, so each and every time this is we need, okay. Sum of the roots taken one at a time means alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. Then sum of product of the roots taken two at a time means alpha beta, then beta gamma, gamma alpha is equal to c by a. This is we need. So now from this term, coefficient of x square, what is the term? Coefficient of x square means minus inside alpha plus beta plus gamma, as well as the coefficient of x is equal to sum of product of the roots taken true at a time. That is called alpha beta, then beta gamma, then gamma alpha. Last one constant is equal to minus alpha beta gamma. Constant is equal to minus alpha beta gamma. This is also need, because when you go through for exam time, it's very useful for you. Another one mark also sometimes they will may ask, okay, you have to be alert, okay. This is also important points. Now I am moving to applying with some example, okay, degree 3. So first example, summation of 1 by beta gamma. 1 by beta gamma means, what is the meaning of summation? Total number of add, okay. So addition of total number means what will happen? 1 by beta gamma plus 1 by gamma alpha plus 1 by alpha beta. So again take common alpha beta gamma, means instead alpha beta gamma cancel means alpha only remains. So alpha plus beta plus gamma. After getting this result, definitely we can sum of the roots taken one at a time. Already you know alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. Then alpha beta gamma means already you know constant minus d by a. Now you can apply it. This is first one. Second method, the square of the roots, the roots of square of term. So square of term, alpha square, beta square and gamma square means, first you have to take it sum of the roots. So sum of the roots means what will happen? Sum of the root means alpha square, beta square, gamma square is equal to a square plus b square plus c square. What is the formula? A plus b plus c the whole square minus true ab plus bc plus ca. Minus will come. How? I will explain. Listen very carefully. This is how to write. Alpha square plus beta square gamma square means alpha plus beta plus gamma the whole square minus true of alpha beta, then beta gamma, then gamma alpha. This is one term, okay. Now this is sum of the roots taken one at a time. This is how to finalize. Listen very carefully. What is the formula? A plus b plus c the whole square. So a plus alpha plus beta plus gamma the whole square is equal to alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus true of alpha beta, then beta gamma, then gamma alpha. So instead of alpha plus beta plus gamma the whole square are replacing means definitely minus true plus 2 will be cancelled means what the answer will be repeated? Alpha square plus beta square gamma square will be repeated. Just for your understanding I explained it deeply, okay. I am moving to sum of product of the roots taken true at a time, okay. Listen very carefully. So sum of product of the roots taken true at a time, alpha square beta square, again beta square gamma square plus gamma square and alpha square. This is how to replace it. Alpha beta the whole square, again beta gamma the whole square plus gamma alpha the whole square. This is actually a square plus b square plus c square, isn't it? So same like alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square. What is the formula? Alpha plus b. Instead of alpha we can take it alpha beta, plus instead of beta we can write it beta gamma, instead of gamma we can write it gamma alpha. That's all, okay. Listen. So alpha beta means what will happen? Alpha beta plus beta gamma, then gamma alpha the whole square minus true of alpha beta, then beta gamma plus again beta gamma, then gamma alpha, last condition, last one, gamma alpha into alpha beta, that's all. Okay. Now first term as it is alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha the whole square minus second one minus 2 take as it is. Each and every term we can take outside alpha, beta, gamma means inside look at there alpha plus beta plus gamma will come. How? So first one alpha into alpha, then remaining the term beta gamma. Look at there alpha 2 times where the first term. Yeah, see this is actually beta 2 times. Beta 2 times repeated means remaining alpha gamma. So alpha gamma as well as second term. Here 2 times repeated, actually gamma will be repeated. So gamma repeated means alpha and beta. Alpha and beta. Next last term, what the term alpha repeated? Alpha repeated means only beta gamma. Beta gamma. That's why I have taken for outside alpha beta gamma means inside alpha plus beta plus gamma. This is actually sum of product of the roots taken 2 at a time. Okay. The last one product of the roots taken 3 at a time. What will happen? So I will write it here. Taken 3 at a time means alpha square, beta square, gamma square. Taken 3 at a time means we can write no alpha, beta, gamma the whole square. This is what is the name constant. Alpha, beta, gamma is equal to minus d by a. That's all. Moving to next example. Let the roots. So let the roots true alpha comma, true beta gamma, true gamma. First is sum of the roots. Sum of the roots means true alpha plus true beta plus true gamma is equal to. So each and every time 2 take common outside means what will happen? Alpha plus beta plus gamma. This is sum of the roots taken 1 at a time. Now sum of product of the roots taken true at a time. What will happen? So true alpha into true beta plus true beta into true gamma. Next one plus true gamma into true alpha. Now 2 into 2, 4 alpha beta. Next one again 4 beta gamma plus again 4 gamma alpha. So again 4 take common outside means alpha beta, beta gamma, then gamma alpha. This is the sum of product of the roots taken true at a time. Now sum product of the roots taken 3 at a time. What will happen? True alpha into true beta into true gamma is equal to 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 2, 8. 8 of alpha, beta, gamma. This is let the roots true alpha, true beta, true gamma. Next example. Next one, let the roots 1 by alpha, 1 by beta, 1 by gamma means first is sum of the roots 1 by alpha, then 1 by beta, then 1 by gamma is equal to common denominator alpha, beta, gamma means what will happen? First one beta gamma, second one gamma alpha, third one alpha beta. So instead of numerator we can apply it sum of product of the roots taken true at a time. What is the formula? C by a. Denominator constant alpha, beta, gamma is equal to minus d by a. That's all. Okay. Next one sum of product of the roots taken true at a time 1 by alpha into 1 by beta plus 1 by beta into 1 by gamma plus 1 by gamma into 1 by alpha. What will happen? 1 by alpha beta plus 1 by beta gamma plus 1 by gamma alpha. Again common denominator alpha, beta, gamma means gamma plus alpha plus beta. Okay, this is sum of product of the roots taken 2 at a time. The last one product of the roots taken 3 at a time. So 1 by alpha into 1 by beta into 1 by gamma is equal to 1 by alpha, beta, gamma. That's all. This is also one example. Now one of the important term minus alpha minus beta minus gamma. So let the roots minus alpha, minus beta, minus gamma. What will happen? Sum of product of the roots taken one, sum of the roots taken one at a time means minus alpha, minus beta, minus gamma is equal to minus take common outside means alpha beta, sorry my dear, alpha plus beta plus gamma. This is sum of the roots taken one at a time. Now taken two at a time means minus alpha into minus beta plus minus beta into minus gamma plus minus gamma into minus alpha. Again minus into minus plus alpha beta, again beta gamma, then gamma alpha. Okay, this is taken sum of product of the roots taken two at a time. The last one, sum of the product of the roots taken three at a time. Minus alpha into minus beta into minus gamma means minus into minus plus, plus into minus, minus of alpha beta gamma. Okay, the last one, the last example, summation of alpha by beta gamma. What will happen? This is total number of add, no? So alpha by beta gamma, then beta by alpha gamma, last one gamma by alpha beta. So now common denominator alpha beta gamma means, so definitely beta gamma cancel means alpha only remain. Already we have numerator alpha, therefore alpha and alpha is equal to alpha square as well as beta square, then gamma square. Already you know a square plus b square plus c square means a plus b plus c the whole square minus 2ab plus bc plus ca. So how to rearrange it? So alpha plus beta plus gamma the whole square minus true of alpha beta, then beta gamma, then gamma alpha, the whole time divided by alpha beta gamma. Now you can apply instead of denominator constant minus d by a, product of the roots taken 3, but numerator first one sum of the roots taken 1 at a time, second one sum of product of the roots taken 2 at a time. That's all. Okay, so some important example also for your understanding. I hope you understand. So I will continue example problem. Okay, moving to example 3.1. Question: if alpha and beta be the roots of the quadratic equation, given equation actually 17x square plus 43x minus 73 is equal to 0. So construct a quadratic equation. The roots also given alpha plus 2 and beta plus 2. Okay. Now before moving to the question, basic quadratic equation actually the basic form, solution ax square plus bx plus c. Then what is the meaning of sum of roots? Minus b by a. The sum of the roots means that is called the given roots, the clear alpha and beta is there. No? Therefore alpha plus beta is equal to, we can write now minus b by a. Then product of the roots. So product of the roots means definitely constant divided by leading coefficient divided by a. Now this is actually what is the meaning? Alpha and beta, isn't it? Now the one equation also given. What is the equation? 17x square plus 43x minus 73 is equal to 0. So now from this given equation, a is equal to 17, b is equal to 43, c is equal to minus 73. Therefore first we need to apply alpha plus beta, product of the roots. So alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Minus b by a means minus 43 by 17. Then product of the roots alpha beta is equal to minus 73 by 17. So once we found sum of the roots and product of the roots means the given important roots is there. What is the given roots? So given roots alpha plus 2 comma beta plus 2. So from this given we need to apply sum of the roots and product of the roots. Sum of the roots means alpha plus 2 then beta plus 2. Therefore alpha plus beta plus 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Then product of the roots means alpha plus 2 into beta plus 2. What will happen? Alpha into beta, alpha beta, again true alpha and 2 beta will come. If you take 2 common outside means we can write it true alpha plus beta plus 4. So instead of alpha beta we can write it product of the roots minus 73 by 17. Minus 73 by 17. Next one plus 2 into alpha plus beta minus 43 by 17. Minus 43 by 17. Last one constant, already we have 4, isn't it? Now the common denominator 17 means minus 73. 2 into 43 means minus 86. The last one 4 into 17 means 68, isn't it? There is actually 68 will come. Now, first sum of the roots 17, 68 means what the answer? So, first 80 plus 70 means 150 minus 159 plus 68. So, 159, 68, 9 minus 8 is equal to 1, 15 minus 6 is equal to 9, 91. Therefore, answer will be minus 91 by 17. This is actually product of the roots, isn't it? But sum of the roots actually only I have written alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta is equal to what is the value? Minus 43 by 17. Minus 43 by 17 plus 4. So, therefore, I forgot actually, you have to simplify now because we found the equation sum of the roots is equal to what is the value? Minus 43 by 17. So, this is product of the roots correct, minus 91 by 17, but product of the roots also we need the correct answer. Okay, now so product of the roots, this is minus 43 by 17 plus 4. Therefore, minus 43, 17 into 4 means 68. 7 4s are 28, 28 plus 40 is equal to 68. Okay, minus 43 plus 68 by 17 is equal to definitely positive 25 by 17, isn't it? Positive 25 by 17. This is called sum of the roots. So, we need to construct a quadratic equation. Once we found sum of the roots and product of the roots from the given roots, so what is the main formula? X square minus sum of root x plus product of the roots is equal to 0. Therefore, x square minus sum of the roots is equal to 25 by 17x, product of the roots minus 91 by 17 is equal to 0. Therefore, the final answer, common denominator 17 means what will happen? 17 into x square means 17x square, then minus 25x, next one minus 91 is equal to 0. 17 into 0 means 0 will come. Therefore, final answer 17x square minus 25x minus 91 is equal to 0. This is our final answer. Okay. So, please listen my dear students, some important concept, even question also, limited question is there in this chapter, but each and every question some importance. Okay, so you have to do more practice. Okay, I will continue the next example.